Now, the game here is intelligence. Now, what I had to do is eat what this disrespectful patient advocate Paul Miller did 2 years prior for me recording this, but let me know like how they get down at this VA and how they use old bootlicking niggas. Now, a lot of y'all will be like, oh, you sound so hostile and angry. No, I'm just giving you my actual human emotions. Peep the game here, because I always have to use intelligence when I go in and deal with these individuals making a complaint with patients advocates. They play more games than anybody to hide and bury the complaint that the veteran is making. Now, what this idiot was doing, I was waiting for an hour plus, and then they put an agent next to me, a white dude, right? See, they always love doing this type shit, right? So what I started doing is, to see if you an agent or not, I ask you for your phone number and use you as a witness. Now, I'm still sitting there. Nobody was there for an hour. Boom, left, came back. I'm like, damn. And he just, with his door cracked, laughing, playing games. So a fucking VA federal employee came. Oh, he let her right in. And they just laughing it up. She over there like giving me the, a little dirty smirk and all that. So I said, okay. I said, this what type of time we on? I was like, but me, I don't really ever get upset about it because I have to use intelligence. So I was like, I'm going to get his ass back for when I was with DAV, and that's how dirty they are. I'm with DAV, who has power of attorney for my service connected. I was with what is her name? A service rep, Mohammed, a woman. So I'm talking to her, and she's asked me about my injuries and when did I inquire my injuries and stuff like that, right? So I'm telling her, my stint in the military, my boxing career there, and blah, blah, blah. This fool comes in, DAV. Remember, he's patient advocate. This fool comes in, DAV, says something to her in her ear. He got his back to me. Now, look, he got his back to me because that's what I do to them. Like when they're trying to talk to me or something, I'll just demean them by putting my back to them. So they try to play the same games with me, right? So he has his back to me, but he looking at the wall. He was like, yeah, well, it sounds like you lying when you saying you got hurt boxing in the military. This is what this old boot-licking ass nigga states to me. This for me to go off on him. But remember, this is patient advocate though, right? But I know y'all heard my other call where Veterans Affairs trying to ask, playing games, talking about, oh, why wouldn't you go to patient advocate? They already got all the complaints about me at patient advocate and how they utilize patient advocates in Detroit. They're not your advocate. They're your enemy. Now, only when that he saw I was smart enough to get the agent number and stated that I'm going to have to make a complaint, then he opened up his door and then he started going like, oh, I didn't know you was there. It was all low IQ antagonistic antics though. But remember, I'm in pain like a bug, right? Making me wait an hour and something to play more games, then act like, oh, you ain't see me, but you seen the federal employee you came giving me the dirty smirk, right? You seen all that, but now you want to help me once I get the white boy number that was next to me and be like, yeah, I'm gonna have to make a complaint about this.
You service and veterans? Are you service and veterans?
Yes, I am.
All right. Do you just reside somewhere?
Oh, you talking about for yourself?
Yeah, cause I've been there.
I didn't know you was out there.
All right, I've been here like an hour, and then hour. Yes, I've been here.
Was I here?
Yeah, your door was only one crack, and the other one's not here. Then hold on. So I'm supposed to know the knock, because I thought you was with a veteran.
If I know you, I could have been on the phone with a veteran. No, if I had known you was out there, I would. If I had seen you or anything, I would have called you.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Don't shut it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. I feel like it's seen.
No, me.
Joke, boy. Then I'm trying to get seen in this fucking walk right. This is crazy. This shit is crazy. I don't know, but the point is they should have a sign-in thing, or at least come out and check to see if veterans here. This is like they so damn lazy in their jobs. That's the fuck is the problem.
I talked to her last week. I told her I'd be back. And,
so then
that's pretty decent.
Yeah, and I don't care. That's all right. Right.
You haven't seen anybody here though?
No, I haven't seen. I came at about 9:30. Her door had been closed the whole time. I went downstairs, got my records, came back up. Her door had been closed. His been cracked the whole time, but he been on the damn phone the whole time. Now, I want you to note and witness, so I'm going to get your name because I want to make a complaint about this. I've been waiting as a veteran to go in there, but he takes an employee from the VA and had no problem to let her in there. So I'm going to need to take your name when I make this complaint. You got it.
How you doing?
Not well.
Well, I'm sorry, man. What happened?
Well, we got issues. We got 2 complaints. I wrote it out for you to simplify it. You have one on this date, and this one that was addressed the first one.
What's your name first?
Melvin Henry.
How to see, Mr. Henry?
All right.
I'm Paul Miller.
Right. You don't remember me the last time I was with Miss Mohammed, and you came in the office and had your back to me, but was talking to the wall, talking about when you talk about that something happened to you in the military from boxing, it sounds like you lying. You
What?
remember that? Yeah.
I said what?
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering what the hell was going on with that.
I did like this.
Your back was turned. Miss Muhammad was right here.
Miss who?
The Muhammad that was in DAV. Then you came in the DAV. That's what was tripping me out.
You got me mixed up with somebody, man.
All right. This years ago. This about 2 years ago. I remember everybody. There's only 2 of y'all here. There's only 2 of y'all.
And I went in the DAV.
I swear.
And you was in my office and I had my back.
No, not your office. In the DAV office, Miss Muhammad. You walked in. And then you said something to her, but then you turned your back. And then so I'm looking at her like,
my back to do what?
That's what I'm looking. You was like you was turning at the wall. So I was like, you trying to trick me? Bro, who the hell are you talking to? That's what I'm thinking. I was like, who the hell are you talking to?
Why can't you get out? Maybe
I ain't say nothing.
Maybe it's not what it appears to be. Why can't you give me the...
See, this is why I can't respect most of these old, broken-ass, low IQ niggas. You do some foul shit like that to a veteran, being a veteran yourself, then you're gonna act like you can't remember it, and then say some dumb shit. Oh, well, give me another chance, or it may not appear to be what it is. What the fuck is you talking about, idiot? Now, to best these demons, what I have to do is put on a mask, feel no way about it, and act nonchalant so I can get him to keep fucking talking to kill himself. I don't know. I gotta judge you on for. I never talked to
you. No,
it.
you guys will get better acquainted with me first, and you're not cut from that kind of stuff.
All right. Cause all I gotta do is go by that. When you're not talking to me and you turn.
But I'm saying, you've been around the block. If you
exactly.
First impressions is not always.
You go by your first impression.
Okay, but anyway, let's that is what it is.
Right.
What's your last name?
Now pay attention to that shit. His bullshit ass excuse. And I supposed to be like, oh, okay, and just ignore all that dumb shit and keep on moving like he ain't do a goddamn thing. And that he's not a totally biased, hypocrite fucking demon. But this is the patient advocate, though, right?
Henry.
I don't roll like that.
Okay.
What's your last four?
1092.
Okay, so now what's going on with you?
All right, well, we have with the first one with Dr. The complaint will be, you might want to scan, hold on, let me see.
I ain't got any scan.
Yeah, no, not scan it. But no, I bought copies for you. I already had a copy. This is what he wrote in, which is completely false and fiction and lies. That's what he wrote, and that is not what happened.
This Dr. Jekyll.
Right. Now it was Frank.
Is these one whole letter?
Yeah, it's one whole one. Actually, but hold on. But I had to bring you back to 2 years ago where another doctor did the same thing, and he basically followed her. So basically, it all goes together. So it's about 3 on him, but then.
But I'm saying, is these like two or three separate letters?
No, it's one letter. It's all
of this is
all one letter, right?
Okay.
See, that's the first situation.
So it's 1,
right,
2, 3, 4,
right,
5, 6.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, And it's in order?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
To complain about this. And now, do you need to articulate my complaint fully when I'm writing, or just
Well, you can give me an overview.
Okay. All right, hold on, let me let me look at it. All right, now this is deep. What happens going in? I don't even know how deep I should get about the conversation, but it looked like, they're trying to push everybody off the opioids. And
Oh, no doubt about it.
Right. I know. Yeah. But it's a way but the way they're doing it, and try to do it with me was just so disrespectful.
Well, what they're doing with other people, I disagree with.
Yeah, right.
You're not by yourself.
I know. That's what people have been telling me.
Yeah.
That's why people are like, yo, go right, because I was like, okay, I'm good. I said, this is what he did. Now, what I did was, this is why I put both letters on here. 2 years ago, they tried this with Dr. Persuade, and it was deep.
Persuade?
Yeah, Persuade. She was very disrespectful. So I had to write extensively 2 years ago on her. 4 pages. That's what the first 4 pages on. So now all of a sudden, when it comes back that time, they give me another Indian doctor that followed from walking out, talking about he got 1,500 patients. He ain't got time to deal with this walking out, but he's so stupid. I went up and because when we're dealing with her, I was like, all right, this time I'm going to go get somebody from business administrator. So I went and got Frank from up here. But he still was tripping in front of him. Dude started like...
Who was tripping?
The doctor. He started yelling. He started pointing at me. He started pointing at me and yelling because I was asking about my medical history.
Where was y'all at?
Right here in Permanent. So he looked, but he snapped because I was asking.
He snapped?
Oh, yeah, he snapped. Because because it's really easy to trigger them because they have a narrative, right? And their narrative when they're briefing and whatever and when they come in. So all you do is get them by asking them about your medical history because they don't even know the basics. Because it's just, I call it ignorant bliss, but I call it just, most of them are intellectually lazy, just keeping it 100. They're intellectually lazy. So so he was trying to badger me, so I seen it, so he didn't know my history. So the dude, so he was like, he started pointing at me, yelling. So I was, but see, that's the trigger you. So you know, right? Come on, now, you know the game. You know the game.
All right.
Come on, now, you know the game. So when I seen that, but I got Frank right there, so I look at Frank like, no, first I tell him, the doctor, I said, look, calm down. You need to calm down. He's pointing at like that, right? So then I look over at Frank like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with him? He that crazy. And here's the thing, he's only like 5'2". That's what I was like, come, dude, for real, stop it. You're not built like that. Stop it. Come on. Yeah. So then he's like, so then he had after that, hold on, he did so much stuff in here, which is crazy. With the so-called Dr. Forrest got, Now, what he did was a forced Gestapo tampering with my medication going against the VA guideline that is supposed to be a slow tapering, which because I went to pain, but he went from, now this is what happened. He went from taking it to 180 to 150 right then he cut it to, then when the call back, he said 120. I said, well, why did you cut it to 120 when supposed to be 150? And that's a drastic, you're setting the person up for a failure or medical crash when you're doing that. That's why it goes by a system, which I even kept the paperwork. See, they dealing with somebody to keep their paperwork.
How did you get along with Dr. Wynn?
Dr. Wynn was okay.
It was pretty okay.
Yeah, he was pretty okay. But the only thing is he did one thing, and it wasn't him. It wasn't him. But he tried to ask me one time. He was like, he said, oh no, like he said, it's messed up. They should be giving you something. I was like, no, I earned every fucking thing. They playing me around, but I earned everything that I was supposed to get. I ain't asking them to give me for nothing. I'm just here for what I earned. All right, but so we had a little stuff, and then right after I said that, I go out, I leave out his office. They try to prance every damn person in front of me that I wrote up, and it's crazy. But a lot of it I didn't go through here. But now that I'm going to take this to my congressman, I need to hit all. Cause I usually
was Dr. Wynn pretty okay?
Yeah, he was pretty okay. I definitely was pretty okay. No, I had good.
See, he has a narrative. And he keeps asking about Dr. Wynn. Dr. Wynn is the one, remember I said they put me in a room with one Asian doctor. The first thing he wanted to know was, did Dr. Pachuri remind me of my wife? See, that's the doctor that he's talking about.
I had Dr. Adler. He was really good.
Yeah.
I had
Dr. Adler.
Yeah, he was good. Because the thing is, I think because he was disabled that he actually understood what you was going through.
He's a pain specialist.
Yeah, see, all about that.
That's educated.
That's what that is.
These other doctors are general practitioners.
Oh,
they're your primary care providers. They coordinate your health care in partnership with you. They're not.
Hi, Mr. Miller. Why are you wearing your mask today?
I'm wearing my mask today because I'm being compliant with the protocol due to COVID-19, and I think it's very important that we set an example, not only for our colleagues, but also for our
I'm
deserving
just
veterans
happy
and our
to
visitors.
have a job.
Okay, good.
Good white people look to me as a pet.
You know, administering the vaccines.
I love
we're
being
doing
the
it on a
nigger
timely
pet that I've
basis.
been my whole
However,
life.
you know, reports reveal that
Anything
we're not
these
out of the
good
woods
white
yet,
folks
and it's
want to
very
do to these
important for us
niggas,
to continue
as long as I
to
get
thrive
paid,
to be compliant with
I'm with it.
COVID-19 protocols.
I'm with it.
Okay, good. And why do you love working here at the VA?
I love working here for the VA because it gives me an opportunity every single day to see what I do. I leave work every day knowing I made a difference. I'm very fortunate that I have a job that I can tangibly see that I make a difference in people's lives. I'm very important to have a job that's comprised of data, initiatives, and interacting with human beings and enhancing healthcare from the patient's perspective.
And what's your job?
My job is the patient advocate, and my job is making things better for our deserving veterans and embracing opportunities to improve veterans' experience, our visitors' experience, and my colleagues' experience.
All right. Thank you for talking to me today.
Oh, it was
You've
a
been
pleasure.
great.
Thank you for coming to visit me.
All right.
Are you a veteran?
I am, actually.
And what branch did you serve in?
Navy.
I'd like to thank you, Navy. Thank you
right.
so much. But as you can see, what branch I served
I
in, right?
see you, Air Force.
All right, aim high.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That shit is such a joke. Tell me again that little bullshit statement that's made they little fucking low IQ propaganda fucking reel off Facebook, the VA channel off Facebook. Tell me Negropean broken ass old slave nigga Miller. Tell me, nigga, where was that at when you trying to trigger me and tell a fucking veteran who done way more than you in his fucking life, boy? And you believe that. You gonna try to trigger me, a disabled American veteran, while I'm speaking to my service rep. You come in there trying to antagonize me, do anything so I can't get my service-connected benefits that I earned. Well more than you, boy. Because at 19, when I came in as a dual fucking soldier. 4 psyops with special duty on the Army boxing team. Shit that your fat ass could never do. It's again, I can have no respect. So when you hear me go off on these old broken ass Negropean niggas, know why I go so hard and why I go in. Because my biggest oppressor has been niggas like this. But get your popcorn ready, because next episode we gonna deal with the gay murder mafia at the Detroit VA, where you can have a gay doctor in the VA tell you, if you write something else like that about me, I'm gonna have a bullet waiting for your ass outside the VA. It ain't gonna do shit but protect that boy.
For too long, the American medical community has been ignoring chronic pain. And this has created an epidemic of suffering. When we live with pain, we are not living our true selves. We are not living our best selves. We're not even living at all, because the pain overtakes our ability to think, feel, even to love.